Once upon a time, a city girl named Felicity and a city boy named Peter bought an abandoned 1830s farmhouse in New York, and it's moving day. So, this is part two of the moving video saga. Part one was packing and day one, which was getting the extra boxes of stuff out of our rental house and into our house. But today's video is the big kahuna, all the glory, pick your sports metaphor. We're going for it. So this video covers 2 days, Thursday, February 27th and Friday, February 28th. And at the end of it, we move into our house and everything that we own is finally, for the first time since June 23rd, 2024, all in one spot. So let's get started.
Good morning, friends. It is about 8:30 on moving day part 2, and I still can't get over how empty this looks without all of our stuff here. You have to remember that from the day we moved in, there has been an extra line of our stuff over there, and the stuff pile grew as we acquired things from our neighbors. And so to walk around down here and see nothing but white carpet, and then to turn over here and see no boxes under there, no boxes under here, no boxes in front of here, no boxes over here. It really does feel like we're moving out, even though all the furniture and stuff is staying here because it's not ours, but just getting all the boxes out of here makes such a difference. For the first time in 4 weeks, 6 weeks, the sofa back there is empty of boxes. It's just a lovely feeling.
So, speaking of lovely feelings, I actually had a lovely morning on this Thursday morning. Peter got up early and drove over to Auburn to pick up the moving truck. He did not have a lovely morning. So he called me at about 11:15 and said that when he showed up at the place he was supposed to rent a U-Haul, nobody was there. It looked really sketchy. It was this kind of field out in the middle of nowhere with a couple of U-Hauls parked around the corner. And 10 minutes after he was supposed to pick up the truck, the U-Haul owner called him and said that he'd been called away on business over the weekend. And oh, by the way, he didn't have the size truck that we ordered. He didn't have the utility dolly that we had ordered. He didn't have the furniture pads that we had ordered. Like, it was just this really weird, scammy thing. But he had the U-Haul customer support call Peter, and Auburn itself has a U-Haul hub. And so they just hooked him up with one from the regular U-Haul store. But unfortunately, that meant he was 45 minutes late meeting our general contractor's crew at the storage unit. Our general contractor offered his crew to help us move as part of the compensation package that we worked out, which was very lovely for us. So that was not a great start to the morning. But for me, I faffed around. That's a British phrase if you've never heard it before, and it means what it sounds like. I faffed around. I did a little bit of packing, but mostly on Thursday morning, I just relaxed. Wednesday was a really strenuous day. My back hurt quite a lot, and I just needed a little bit of downtime to chill and relax, and that was working fine. I told Peter to let me know when they got to the house, and originally I wanted to go up and do some filming, and then I thought, you know what? I'm not up to it. There's no reason to show you guys people carrying boxes and furniture back and forth. That's not interesting. But at about 4 o'clock, 4:30, I got a phone call from Peter asking if I could come down and help with the moving stuff. And I was able to film some stuff for you. So let's take a look at what it looks like to unload a moving truck full of stuff. Now, keep in mind, by the time I got there, the truck was 80% empty, so there isn't a lot of footage, but I think it'll give you the right flavor of what the day was about. So here we are. I was not going to come today, but then I was called as a relief pitcher. So the yard is even muddier than yesterday because it rained overnight, which is super fabulous for us. But they've gotten almost everything off the truck, so this should be done before it gets dark, which will be amazing. And there's one of my favorite humans. That's Tack, being cheerful and helpful as always. All right. I'm not going to be able to film any of this for you guys because I'm working, which is why I'm here, but I at least wanted to show you the truck and all the activity that's been going on. I also want to show you this is our pathway. You guys can see it's pretty mucky, and every time you step off the path, there's just these giant foot-sucking holes
in our lawn, yard. So we're down to the big things left, and one of the big things is the fridge. And the doors had to be taken off to fit through the doorway, so hopefully that is sufficient to get it through without having to take the interior doors off as well. We'll find out in a minute. After this, we have the mattresses and the washer and a couple other big bulky things, but we're probably 90% done by volume. Oh, don't hit Jess's door. Don't hit Jess's door. I don't care about the other one in the kitchen so much. That ugly 80s one from the kitchen we're replacing, but
Oh, we got one more hook. So close. This is
Steady on.
I'll paint that green in the front, or when it comes to screen, that top part.
Oh, oh.
Oh, shoot. Oh.
Yay! Woo!
So you probably want that green at the top, right?
Yeah, I would think so. You want to pose with your door for the people on YouTube? We can do it later. So it's just before 7 o'clock. Our wonderful general contractor crew just got the mattress upstairs. I'm sorry I didn't film it for you all. My intention was to film it, but my hands were busy pushing a mattress and making sure it didn't fall over on Jess, who was holding it up with her back. So the mattress did get up and over the banister pretty much exactly as I envisioned. Honestly, the hardest part was getting it through this doorway because the mattress is not very squishy and we had to ooch it. It fills this entire doorway. So we had to ooch it up the stairs. But after that, all done. So the kitchen is done. The stove is turned on. James was able to fix whatever was wrong with it. So the lighter's actually now light. We have a washing machine in the basement. But most of the stuff that is kitchen bound is currently crammed in the pantry along with a bunch of other stuff. So most of the stuff is on this floor. Very little of it got moved upstairs. There's a lot of stuff in the pantry that needs to be moved upstairs. There's a lot of stuff here that needs to be moved to the basement. We're just done. The whole point was to get it out tonight. We do need to return the truck tonight, and there are a few things that didn't fit in the truck in the storage unit. Happily, returning the truck is to the same place, same town, as the storage unit. So we're going to swing by the storage unit and pick up the last of the stuff. But generally speaking, nothing, given the craziness that is the mud pit outside, nothing fell over, nothing crashed and broke that I'm aware of. So yeah, this is it. This is all of our stuff. Well, almost all of it. This is like 98% of our stuff.
Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta! An empty storage unit. This is the very last of our stuff that needs to get moved in. This is the stuff that did not fit in the U-Haul. It's a couple of drawers that go under the bed and some miscellaneous stuff. And very importantly, the vacuum cleaner, because we're going to need that to vacuum the space. Yeah, it's amazing how much bigger it looks now that it's empty and clean. So it's just before 10 o'clock. We've stopped at the house on our way home to drop off that last load of stuff and also to plug in the fridge. So hopefully in 12 to 18 hours, it will be nice and cool and ready to receive our bounty. Gosh, you guys, I'm tired. Not as tired as yesterday, to be honest. Today is more just the general energy expended tiredness. My back seems to have recovered fairly well. Peter, on the other hand, is awfully tired because he has been up and about and supervising moving all day. So we're going to head home to our cat, who hasn't seen us since about 4 o'clock, and get some dinner and call it a night.
Good afternoon, friends. It's moving day. Moving day, day 3, in fact. And today the plan is to move everything remaining out of the rental house and into our house and to spend the night here. So we've had a bit of a slow morning, just warming up, having breakfast. Yesterday was a pretty physically intense day, and now we are starting to get going. So I don't think there's going to be a lot to show you today. It's mostly just packing stuff, moving stuff, unpacking stuff, but I will give you updates as and when it's appropriate. So it begins. This is all the upstairs stuff from the rental house, ready to go to our house. Here we are with round 2. This is all the stuff that's left in the kitchen pantry and the various, appliances, etc. It is just before dusk, so we're doing a second round, and then we'll come back, clean here, and do a third round. It will be a pretty late night, but really, we didn't get started till noon, so it'll be an 8 or 10 hour day, but it'll be done. This is the last carload. It's not a full carload by any means, but it is a lot of miscellaneous stuff. The house has been cleaned. The cat is currently in his carrier, sequestered in the bathroom. He stopped crying. He was crying earlier. Here is our very clean, empty farmhouse kitchen. It's our very clean, empty TV room where I sat and did all my work in editing. A clean and empty dining room, sitting room, whatever this is. God, I'm tired. It's 11 o'clock at night. It's late. It's an hour later than I expected it to be, but we are almost done. Hello, friends. It is 11:57 on Friday, February 28th, 2025, and we have moved in to our house. We are exhausted. We have a problem to deal with. The fridge that we brought with us from Oklahoma, which was our next door neighbor's fridge in Oklahoma, the fridge part is the same temperature as the house, which is 62 degrees, and that's not good. The freezer, on the other hand, is fine. So right now we have the essential fridge things in the cooler, and we will have to deal with that problem tomorrow. The cat is very unhappy to have been in the car, as is usual. Peter's singing to him upstairs. I mean, this is what it looks like, right? It's just stuff everywhere. But we have places to sit. I know where our sheets are for the bed. We do not even have time to start putting the bed together today. We just got everything more or less where it needs to be in the house. So we will be sleeping on the mattress on the floor, which is fine. The mattress is the most important, comfortable part. And we have all the toiletries, etc. I don't know where our bath towels are yet, so I'm going to try to find those before we go to bed. But otherwise, welcome home. Welcome to Honey Apple Farmhouse. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
So that's it. We're officially moved in. That was a week ago today, Friday. So I have a lot of stuff to bring you about living in the house and finally being in the space and unpacking, but all of that is going to come in our first Word Get the Farmhouse video. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for supporting us in this journey. We actually moved here at the end of June and we closed on the house at the end of July. And I started documenting this on YouTube at the end of August. So it's been started in August, September, October, November, December, January, February. It's been 6 months of getting to know you all on YouTube, and it's been really exciting. So I look forward to bringing you a whole lot more content. We have a lot of work still to do in the house. As you can see behind me, ceilings are not painted. We haven't addressed the walls. There's floors, there's DIY work, there's furniture we need to build. There's all kinds of stuff still coming. So stay tuned. There'll be a whole lot more DIY stuff going on. But I just wanted to say thank you for being part of this journey and for celebrating with us. And I will leave you with some more Mr. Darcy footage from our first night in the house, because let's be honest, he's really stinking cute. So thanks so much for being here, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye for now.
What do you think, Boosters? Yeah. Yeah. I know. He's just walking around the house making these little chirp sounds. Yeah. What are you doing back there, Boosters? This is so funny, you guys. He jumped up on my lap, and then he went to explore the stuff that you can only get to by jumping down on this side. And I looked over, and he's climbed up to the top of his disassembled cat tree. This is mine. I found it. It is yours, and you can scratch that to your heart's content. You are such a funny boy.